Do you know what, Raf? If you're watching this, I think you should put this in the game as a challenge. I think people would get off on this quite a lot, because I mean, people would just nerd out on it. You know, they'd like figure out exactly how many calories were in the game. And then they'd figure out like the most efficient route to take between all the maps to get those calories. And then there would be one guy, like an ultimate champion, who got the longest time alive. G'day chaps, and welcome back again, as always. I have no idea what's going on, I don't know if Accurize has accepted the challenge or what. I'm carrying straight on from the first episode. This will be it though. Just kind of looking at these wolves here. So as you can tell in the bottom left hand corner, I'm getting pretty hungry now. So this is the morning after the night before. I have repaired our clothes as much as I can. I've got the best clothes we could from the farmhouse. And let's just see if we can get inside. Nothing here. I really hope there's a flare. Good timing. See what else we can get. Nothing. I'm going to try and get in the boot. We're still crouching, which is good. Anything? Nah. So I'm going to get a flare out. Oh, I remember what we need to do. I'm getting distracted by this car. We need to go back to that stream and see if we can get any cattails from it. Gonna have to hurry up because it's so cold though, so I might just have to run. If we use a flare, we use a flare. The other thing I did, by the way... Oh no, I showed you that. I've got the arrows. Yeah, that was the end of last episode. You know that already. What else? Yeah, stats are basically... clothing, and we've got enough medical supplies. So we don't need to worry about that. We've got plenty of firewood and stuff. So we can basically stop and build fires on our little trip up to the radio tower. So I'm not too massively worried about the temperature. We'll just have to I reckon maybe stop twice. It is quite far. I mean, you can just see it up there on top of the hill. Behind the tree now and the bridge. I hope I sync this right. Ooh. Otherwise it's not going to make any sense. When I record, I do my audio and gameplay footage separately, which means I have to cut them together. And when you're cutting it together, you have to try and get it as precise as possible. Otherwise, even the slightest sort of, if it's not on time, it just doesn't feel like you're really with me watching. So I try to really get it as accurate as I can. Okay, we're getting pretty cold. I think I might head for that ruined building, start a fire. I've got some more food, which is really good. So what I do at the start of my recordings now is I do a countdown. And it's the simplest thing ever. So I get my recording software set up. It's called DxStory. And I get my audio recording software that's called Audacity. And I get them open together. And I get the game ready. I get the game in a window. Because you have to remember, I'm playing on 3 screens. So right now I've only got the long dark opening one window in front of me, but normally I'll be playing the long dark across 3 screens, which is what I really like. I really like that. It's a luxury. Okay, we need to start a fire like soon as possible. I guess I'll take these. So yeah, I get both ready, and then I do a simple countdown. I just go, I literally just say, we're going to record in 3, 2, 1, and go. And then on go, I start the recording. So, I'm going to do fire. Let's see if we can get... Ooh, that's right in the corner. Try and use our newsprint. Use a book. We've got 8 books, which is great. Books are like kind of like accelerants, basically. They massively increase the chances of you starting a fire. It's really, really good. And when it comes to our wood, we want to burn the fir wood first, because that's the heaviest. It's the least efficient. So we hang on to the cedar wood. That's like the next level of efficiency. And then lastly, you use the what's it called? Recycled firewood. What's it called? Reclaimed wood. That's it. Get rid of sticks first. Only downside with reclaimed wood is that it doesn't burn very hot. It doesn't burn as hot as the cedar. Yeah, my little long dark geekery. Fuck, it's still -2. That's crazy. Okay, well, that's better. At least it's at 1 degree now. Okay. So we're safe for the moment. Hunkered down in our ruined building. We're going to eat. We're going to drink. We're going to sleep an hour. We have to, because it's really the only way of warming up fast enough, I think. Yeah, you see how slowly we're warming up? 2 degrees. I might put another piece of firewood on, and I know it seems like a waste, and it is. Maybe I'll throw a book on. I'm just trying to increase that temperature up at the top and the right there. It says 14 degrees. Of heat output, every extra bit of fuel you put on takes the temperature up. Because so it's at 6 degrees. What we need to do is warm up as quick as we can, because we can't sleep more than an hour. We need to be out of here and gone. We've only got 6 or 7 hours of daylight left, and these are the prime daylight hours. So this is the warmest it's ever going to be. It's 8 degrees. We're still warming up. It's not great. We've got 6 hours of daylight left. So this is, like I said, this is prime travelling time. We don't want to sleep and miss this. So I'm just going to repair this guy. Oh, I don't have any. Just checking inventory. Showing you what I've got. So I've got the pry bar. I've got a storm lantern with a little bit of fuel. Hacksaw. It's not really useful for much of it. No, I guess I can cut wood with it. Magnifying lens if we are in sunlight. I always forget to use that. Accelerant's really important if we're stuck in a storm. Got enough painkillers, antibiotics and all that shit. Loads of fuel. And 3 flares, which is monumental. So we're pretty okay. Not a bad start. Just going to wait a little bit longer. I'm just going to wait till that heat bar is up as high as it can get, because as soon as we step outside, we are freezing again. We're at 2.6 litres. I guess this could kill some time. Just do a ½ litre. So I'm just waiting for that bar in the bottom left, the warmth bar, to get right up to the top. And then we're going to go for it. We're at about 8.5 minutes, so we've still got another 12 to go. We should make the radio tower pretty easily. Okay, so we're warm enough. Let's crawl out of our little... Look at that, that's where we were sleeping. We slept an hour in there. Can you imagine? Literally crawling into this ruined building. God, proper survival. Just hanging on by you know. Okay, so it's -8 now. This is as good as it's going to get for us. So this is when we need to cover some ground. Tempted to get to the radio control hut and even just keep going if we can. Just going to see if there are any more cattails down here. Rabbits are always a good sign, of course, because it means there's no wolf close by, so I don't need to worry about getting flares out or whatever. Actually, I'm going to drop all my rose hips, because we've got more than enough painkillers, and I shouldn't take on the extra weight just because I can pick stuff up. We're going to be having to stay pretty mobile if we want to do well in this. I'm not going to go down there. There might be one or two more cattails, but just don't see the benefit, to be honest. We've only got 1,000 calories. And basically means we need to get over to Mystery Lake as soon as we can, so I'm going to leg it. Again, I'm seeing rabbits, so I'm not too concerned about just running blindly like this. When we get to the crest of this hill though, I'm going to have to get a flare out. So I'll get it out now just because I can quickly hit the button if I hear a bark. Video control hut's not far away. We've got tons of energy, so I reckon we could get to the cave, get through the cave, and kind of get to the other side, and we'll probably run out of time. That'll probably take about 10 minutes, I guess. It's been pretty cool so far. It's not been as tough as it could have been by a long shot. If we'd have started in... I think it's particularly Desolation Point would be a brutal start. Oof. Don't know if you could hear that, but our stomach just growled pretty violently. We're very hungry. We're going to get down to famished or starving or whatever pretty soon. That calorie counter actually ticks down pretty quick. I wonder how much quicker it ticks down when I'm running. Maybe I'll try it. So it's going kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, that kind of speed. Right, now I'm running. Oops. Oh crap. Just brought up my Steam profile. So 270. Oh wow, yeah, so it's like double the speed, even faster. Watching 5.4, 5.3, 5.2, 5.1. So the calories really go down when you run. So I'm going to have to conserve energy and not run. I'm not going to be able to climb any ropes either. Ooh, God, that's going to take a lot of energy out, isn't it? So getting up to Timberwolf Mountain is going to take quite a few calories. And there's quite a stash of cattails up there, so it's going to have to be done. Going to take this wood. We're not staying, so we're just going to grab and run. This will give us a chance to both warm up and get stuff, so this is a perfect little pit stop for us. Really hoping there's a rifle. That would just be such a help. Some more fuel would be really good too. Wow, all empty. That's tough. Can't take that. Went some fuel. Excellent. Bandage. So this has 45 in it. Ours has 30 in it. So we'll take this guy. Ooh, rifle ammo. Hello. Nope. I'll just fill this lantern up really quick. I want to see how much we have in total. Oh, it's nearly full. So that's going to easily get us... Yeah, 92.92 of a litre, so we can easily get through the tunnel. Don't need to worry about light anymore. Wood matches I'm leaving. Ooh, best coat in the game. I'm taking that. I could break the other one down, but I'm more. Love Fire Strikers 59. Another sewing kit, I guess I'll take it. Emergency stim, literally a lifesaver. There's no use for scrap metal at the moment. Oops, took that by mistake. There's no rifle here that I'm seeing. That's going to be pretty warm, actually, that thing. So our Parker is only half repaired. So actually, this Pico is much better at the moment. So we're going to take the premium Parker just because once we repair that, that'll be the best. I'm leaving those matches because we have enough. I checked those lockers, didn't I? Yep. Okay, Oh, shit. There it is. Yes. in fantastic condition, nearly brand new. Insulated boots. Okay, poor condition, but it's still much warmer than ours. I'm not going to break down these because it'd take too long. But shall I take the leather? I might just take it. I'm gonna... okay, so I'm going to take these decent leather boots. I'm going to break them down and repair our insulated boots. But I'll do that when I'm not recording, so it's not boring. And then the rifle's basically in good enough condition. Haha, cheeky cartridge. Basically in good enough condition that I don't need to really stop and do that now. I do all that stuff when I'm not recording, basically. Oh, more ammo. Boom, 13 shots. Oh, we are rocking now. 14 shots. We are absolutely storming. Accuraiser better pull his socks up, because it's on, boys. It is on. Right, so we're at 49 kilos. That's perfect. Excuse me. Just gonna drink and we're gonna run. Gonna keep on moving. We can defend ourselves. So I'm gonna get to the cave. We're gonna get through that cave, and on the other side of the cave, there are some cattails. So we'll have enough in the way of calories to stay alive. I've gone up to 49 kilos because we just need to do stuff, basically. So we need to break down those boots, repair the boots we've got. We need to take tons of firewood in case we get stuck or a storm comes in or we get too cold. Luckily the weather's looking fantastic. I've got more than enough water because I don't want to have to stop and boil it. I'm really just trying to stay as mobile as possible, but I'm prepared to take this weight just because I know the cave isn't far. And I know it means our calories are going down faster, but I still think it's worth it. I love the way this challenge really, it's just going to have to keep us moving, constantly moving. I really kind of like that. I'm going to grab some of these old men's beards. I can't, because there's a sapling up there, but I can't harvest it yet because I don't have the axe. I love old man's beard because it means you can drop the antiseptic and save yourself half a kilo. That half a kilo starts to become really important. I always try to keep my hunting weight, let's call it, under 30. I only need 3. I'm only going to do 1 bandage. So by hunting weight, I mean because you always kind of have your base in the long dark. So you choose a spot you're going to live, and then you dump your stuff in it, and then you kind of go out and do hunting recce's to get your food. I guess this game might be different though, because more than any other mode or challenge, we're not going to be able to stop at all. Oh, there's a wolf on the left. Do you know what, Raf? If you're watching this, I think you should put this in the game as a challenge. I think people would get off on this quite a lot, because I mean, people would just nerd out on it. You know, they'd figure out exactly how many calories were in the game. And then they'd figure out the most efficient route to take between all the maps to get those calories. And then there would be one guy, like an ultimate champion, who got the longest time alive. You know, who just collected all the cattails and then just sat. Sat and got cabin fever, but kind of just survived the longest. I reckon some people would really nerd out on this, because it is a very, very cool challenge, and it's fairly tough. It's pretty tough. I can't think of anything that would be tougher, really, without starting to place all kinds of weird restrictions on yourself. You know, which kind of feels a bit forced to me. I was asking for suggestions for oh no, I thought I just heard some barking. I was asking for suggestions on the hardest challenge we could do, and people were saying like, don't repair any clothes at all. And I kind of thought, yeah, that's cool, but it's, I don't know, it just feels like you're trying to create a challenge just because you've run out of challenges. Well, I guess that's what I'm doing with this, I suppose. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, we're at 20 minutes. Time for me to stop rambling then. I'm pretty confident. Ooh, hang on. There's a wolf chasing this rabbit. Let's just make sure we don't get bitten by this. Sometimes it can... Well, it's just unpredictable where they run, so I'm gonna... Just heard the rabbit scream. I'm gonna have to kill this wolf because he's gonna take this rabbit down here. Okay, we got lucky, because I was just going to say we're pretty tired, so I was just wondering if it's going to affect our aim, but it looks like we are okay. Of course we can't drink any coffee to help. I'm not going to get too close, but I want to make sure we hit. We don't have any kind of skills. We have no experience with a rifle in this game. So let's just get nice and accurate. Okay, good. And I know that sound frightens off any other wolves that might have been close to, so I think we're good. Boys and girls, I am going to stop it here. I hope you're enjoying this challenge. I will publish these 2 videos and find out what happens, if anyone's accepted the challenge or if you guys are enjoying it. I have no idea. Anyway, thank you as always for watching. I really appreciate it. Genuinely do. If you are interested in getting your name in the credits in my videos, go to Patreon. It costs like $1. If you want to just give me $1 a month, I'll put you in as an associate producer at the start. And if you go for $5, then I go for executive producer. So not expensive at all, and that just helps me buy more games to play and show you on the channel. Right, boys. Yeah, that's it. Ciao for now, and I'll see you in the next one.